Oh, that 4 didn't count. Damn it. Of course I rolled 15 instead. Damn it.
But you don't want to recap?
My memory isn't that great, so I tend to forget things.
Yeah. And I was last week, so I can't roll.
So I guess it's me. So we started off fighting a crab that damn near drowned me, and ended up getting Zane, our kobold, almost drowned.
Well, technically, the kobold was his own doing.
Yeah. Then we looted a ton of loot from the water, mainly with Avalia's help. Zane decided to play in the fake gold again while we were in the library room for like 11 or 12 hours, identifying as much information as we could. Afterwards, as we were leaving, myself and Zane had rage-inducing effects. I thought there was crabs. I forget what he thought. I think it had something to do with the gold. So we ran down. I ran towards where we fought the shadows. He was stayed over by the gold. Saw a swarm of crabs coming towards me. Avalia eventually saw it too. And then the door shut. Dalen put 2 gold coins in a statue that appeared behind the fake gold coins, and it opened up the hidden area where we checked the room. There was a kingly looking dude with the statues all over the place saying something has come. You guys need to wait. And then we entered a surgical experiment room at the end. And they're apparently experimenting with people, and there's a strong aura of magic just remaining here from how much magic they've done. Also, we're loading around a crown with most of our loot in it right now because it's too big for us to actually carry in our backpack.
That's gonna be fun to take over that pit.
I'm thinking that we're going to drop it into the pit and then just lift it out.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know. I've
Maybe
never
we could set up
tried
some kind of
throwing a full-grown man with like, I don't know, an extremely heavy load on his back across a 5-foot gap. So I don't know how viable that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we're dropping that helmet into the pit and then just using rope to pull it out.
Hey, how's everyone feel about that recap?
Pretty good.
Seems pretty good. On the whole, the only other thing is that we were also specifically looking for a barghast that was mentioned in the notes we found from Nualia.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff mentioned in the notes.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what was in the notes, so I'm like, I know we're doing something with it, but I was just such a large input up. My brain was like, ugh.
I mean, a lot of it was just background story for Nolia.
Yeah, how she had she was raised in the church and then had an affair with this guy who ended up being a real asshole after she became pregnant. He ran off, and then she gave birth to a deformed demony child that then had these nightmares and visions from Lamashtu, and then she ended up here with the goblins and was behind the goblin attacks on Standpoint. Yeah. And that she's looking for this Barghast who's supposed to be here to guide her in the ways of Lamashtu. There was a lot of stuff in that lore dump.
It was a lot. Okay. Give it to you, Dave. Pretty good. So, what we were doing there, maybe we should ask for the rolls every week. When we start up our sessions, Andy, we'll have everyone roll a d20 to see who's going to do the recap for the last session. Whoever did the recap last week doesn't get a roll. And if you remember the number every week that you don't get to do the recap, you can add another one to your modifier for rolling, so that people who remember and haven't done the recap in a while have a better doing the recap. And if you do a good enough job with the recap, then you can re-roll a die at any point during the session before the outcome of the roll has been determined. There are 2 exceptions to that. One of them is attack rolls, and the other one is damage rolls, because them automatically shows you what those are. So you just, say, hey, Jacob, fuck that D4 that I rolled a 1 on. I'd like to roll again. I think, was that last fucking Sunday in my other game that happened. One rolled like a D4 for their dagger damage and then asked for a reroll. So,
Yeah.
Yep, that did happen. We still didn't deal quite enough to put the guy down with the dagger, but there was more damage dealt, and then the next hit, which was 1 damage from acid splash, killed him.
kind of awesome. I've never had
Yep.
someone ask for a reroll for a fucking D4. You do you, man. It's not my reroll, it's yours. You do whatever you want with
Well,
it. And
yeah, well, that wasn't. That was our witch in a Kingmaker game. Wanted to reroll on the D4.
So this week, David did a good enough job. He has the reroll. He better use it this session. He doesn't use it this session. That happened last week.
I forgot.
That's a Steve.
Though to be fair, the only roll that I rolled that I rolled real poorly on was an attack roll that I would have had to roll a natural 20 on to hit the thing anyway. So
Sometimes that's just the way it is. You'll go through the whole session with a reroll, and you're like, I didn't have a place to, or that I felt like I needed to.
I can't hear you, man.
Am I being quiet?
Yes.
oh, I can hear you fine.
Actually, about 200% Jacob, and you're still a little quiet for me.
Am I?
Yeah.
I haven't
you are.
adjusted any of my settings, so I don't know. That I mean, I can mess around with that.
But did you get the gist of what Jake was saying, Andy?
No.
No?
Oh, come on, then say something next time, man, so I'm not wasting everyone's time.
I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were talking.
Long story short, we all do a recap. We all roll a d20. Whoever rolls highest has to recap what happened last week. And if you do do well enough job on the recap, you get a free re-roll that you can use whenever you want.
Okay.
I don't
But you have to use it within that session, or else it's gone.
Okay.
There isn't anything I can actually. Is that any better?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's a question for everyone, since supposedly everyone was having issues. No one told me.
Yeah.
Well, I could hear you fine. I can still hear you fine now.
Yeah, I didn't put much stock into it at the time.
Okay, cool. Hopefully, my audio is fine now.
Yeah, you're good.
I have one dial. I have multiple dials for my interface, and the one that isn't marked is I adjusted. The one that I don't actually have any clue what it is, but maybe it's just the primary gain dial, because I know I have different gain dials. And this one is the biggest one. Oh, maybe that's what it is. It's just the main gain.
Anyway, I apologize.
All good, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and we have Trevor McLeod has entered the game.
Indeed. Very
Yeah,
intelligent
sorry.
fellow.
Yeah, he's we went for a strength and smarts and wisdom build. But what little physical exercise he's done has been totally for show, and if he takes a hit, won't be so good for him.
All right.
It's all good though. No, it is.
I like it. I like it.
Okay. Well, let's start the session. Feel free at any point, Andy, to introduce yourself.
Okay. Now, trying to see what's a. Okay, so and just to recap, you guys were still looking for this Noala woman, or have you found her?
We already killed Nualia.
But you're looking for the bar guest.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're in the depths of Thistletop, and exploring the last bits of it that we've found, looking for the Barghast.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Tell me when you enter a room.
Okay. That's about to happen, I think.
Okay.
I think that everyone who had mage armor on them, mage armor would be off now because we had the 12-hour or the 11-hour research session.
You're right. That would include you, Havelia. There we go.
I just took it off.
Okay. Idget was still showing up for me. It's good
Yeah.
now.
I was in the process of opening it up to take it off.
Awesome.
Zane goes
Just
by.
runs away.
Yeah, he runs away from the door.
Which is the opposite of what you'd normally do. I don't know why he's so obsessed with opening doors as a squishy character.
Yeah, no, it's strange. He normally goes and opens the door first, but he runs off screaming like you've seen him multiple times before. At this point, I don't even think it's weird. It's just something that Zane does.
He opens doors and then runs away screaming.
It's a personality quirk.
Yeah, so I guess Avalia and Cecile will try to percept the door. What's on the other side of the door?
That is a really
Try to
really weird way to put it, but please give me your perception rolls.
Oh, they're gonna try to listen at the door.
Tell me, what do you hear with your ASMR ear?
Well, as a note, Avalia is really bad at perception rolls. Oh wait, no, actually, she's less bad. She only has a -1 because it's a hearing based one, not a sight based one.
Okay, give me a reroll.
So, add 2 to it. It's only going to be minus.
If you'd like to lean on the locked door, you can also do that, Morgan.
I don't know about leaning on it, but I'll check it for traps.
Okay.
I think my bad luck rolls are going to continue, if this is any indication.
Cecile with her +13 rolls a 4.
I'm sorry. This is possibly. I don't mean to interrupt yet again, but this is possibly due to my computer. On the map, I'm just getting a black screen.
I haven't thrown your token on there.
Yeah, your character's not on there yet.
All right, of course. Silly. That's why.
I thought you guys had. I thought I had party vision on though. You guys can't see like from the party. You can only see from yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I turned it off at some point. That's my bad. Had I known that, I would have had you on the board already. I'll take care of that while they're chatting. While they're doing what
Okay,
they're doing.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be
No, it's
wasting the
it's
time
fine,
here.
Yeah,
man.
you're good. You're good.
So, okay. So this door is locked.
Yes.
Well, we just picked up that weird thing in the experiment room, right? That looked like a key. Do you want to try that?
Yeah, one of
We
you
did
please.
find a key. I think Dalen picked up the key.
I believe I did.
You want to hand it over to Dylan so one of us can open this door?
You sure? No problem. I was going to kind of try to squeeze past the two and try to just plop the key into the hole.
Okay, you put it in. It goes as it begins to churn after you put a little bit of effort. It begins to churn by itself. Start to hear mechanisms with it. Well,
I take 10 feet back. I'll step 10 feet back.
I ready my breaker.
Valia readies her sword.
my sword.
Yes. We don't have an axe, though.
It's because most axes suck.
Yeah, let's be real, they kind of do.
Oh, a lot easier to open doors when there aren't people in front of them.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You open the door, and is Trevor on the other side for some fucking reason?
Sure. You see a kind of a portly, short, half orc wearing a pair of glasses, looking at some symbols on the walls.
You're definitely not looking at symbols on the walls.
Okay, then he's not looking at symbols on the walls. Groovy.
You guys walk into this room, and you see this orc down here, and
How
there's
did he
this
get
pool
here?
of like glowing lava, and on the other side of the pool is this fucking Barghast that you're looking for, and
Oh.
it's going after this fucking half orc. Like he's being like chased around the pool.
Wait,
Yes.
how did he get here? Well, no, Avalia's literally looking at this going, how? How did this half-orc end up in this sealed room at the bottom of this dungeon that had to be opened with a key that was thousands of years buried in this, with a key with thousands of years of dust accumulated on it? She's like, how?
Corgan looks for a hole in the roof.
But she also sees the Barghast and knows
Yeah.
that we have to
Wasn't
protect this
easy.
half-orc.
I'll do the big trouble in Little China thing and say, wasn't easy.
All right,
for
so we
those
see
of
the
you-
Barghast, and the Barghast is chasing Trevor.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're like, Avelia would be like,
Oh,
with
hello,
two
please,
arms.
please stop this guy from killing me. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
All
When-
right.
Bold of you to assume they aren't here to kill you.
It's a demon orc. Kill it.
Every other time they've opened a door and seen a humanoid down here, they've assumed it's a mercenary they need to kill, whether or not they were violent.
I haven't opened a door and seen any humanoids, but I guess, but I'm new.
We didn't kill the one human, the guy, whatever his name was.
You didn't kill that guy because he couldn't
We jumped
defend
him at
himself
night.
and he begged for his life. I'm surprised you didn't kill him, to be honest.
All right. So Avalia, seeing the Barghast, would would have drawn her would have readied her blade and would be preparing to charge into the room. But I think we'd have to wait for initiative to actually do that, right?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm
You
still
guys-
getting a blank screen.
You shouldn't be now.
Your token is on the map.
Do you see your token?
Yeah,
Click on him and see if that works.
I see a room here. Yep. Here I am.
Okay.
So, for those of you that don't know what a Barghast looks like, it's not as disturbing as you might expect. You've definitely seen some weirder shit, but anyone who wants to give me like a knowledge planes check, I could probably give you some more information.
I got your.
Why don't? Oh, it's planes. Where's my planes?
Oh, come on! That's a 16. Oh my god.
I can give it a shot.
Are you trained in planes?
No.
Oh.
The way the Pathfinder works, you're not going to really be able to get any information other than like general knowledge, and there's not really
Okay.
much general knowledge about planes.
Well, that's great because
He doesn't need to be trained because of his archetype.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah. Where the? Okay, I'm clicking on the number there, and it's not showing up. But
On the
you
where it
click
says
it-
total,
sorry,
where it says total on the skill,
Yeah,
there's a total column.
that's what I'm doing.
So you either double click that or you click and drag it into the chat box.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, you definitely know this is the Barghast. I assume everyone else is just assuming this is what a Barghast looks like, because none of you know.
Yeah.
So a Barghast, imagine like something the same size as you guys, like a humanoid-looking creature, but it's walking around on like all four of its limbs, which have really long fingers with sharp, long claws at the end of them. Like obviously deformed back, a little black tail that whips around unnaturally, and then like big bat ears and like a bat nose, and then big sharp triangular teeth that fit together. It's like smiling as it chases after this orc with like eyes that, as far as you could tell, don't have pupils, but no matter what direction it's looking at, or like what direction it's moving at, it always feels like it's looking at you.
That is freaky.
Well, that's
Sounds like-
unfortunate.
That sounds like a terrible inbreed.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
like a
Look at that
terrible
art.
inbreeding of a vampire thrall and a freaking what's those giant smiling flying things called? I forget what
Seagulls.
thing's
Oh, that's
called.
creepy.
Ugh. It's like a vampire and a wolf mixed together.
Oh man, yeah, that is freaky as.
Hello, people. This guy's trying to eat me, so will help.
Love the nonchalant.
The nonchalant half orc. He's like, "Arr."
Okay,
Trying to eat me.
I'm not acting very well, but you can tell that I'm on the edge of. You can tell there's a slight edge of. Oh God!
Yeah, it's fine. Just kind of funny.
Just a well hidden panic.
Sure.
All right.
If you guys would like to roll initiative, this would be time for that.
Sure.
Okay.
thing.
Nat 20. Oh yeah.
God,
20,
It's gonna be one of those days. I just swear it will.
Oh, wait, there isn't it? Oh, there's.
Okay, dice roller. Where are ya?
Hey, Valia with her 0 modifier. Hey.
Do you know where initiative is on your sheet, Andy?
Gosh.
It's on your main page. It's right there next to your melee bonus.
Oh,
So it's on the combat page.
I
awesome!
use my
Thank
main
you.
page.
It's on both pages,
Oh,
and you can
it
use
is.
whatever you prefer.
Somehow I-
Oh, not too great there.
Oh god. Somehow I had missed the fact that it's on the main page and only saw it on combat. Oh, Trevor with the 2.
Hey, Corrigan, you're up.
All right, I'll take a 5-foot step and swing at a Barghast. While commenting to the half orc. We'll talk about how you got here later.
Short answer, wasn't easy. Long answer, I don't know how.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my reroll because
He's
I don't
an
want to
orc.
start off
He
missing.
picked up a ball. He believed the ball was going to get him here, and it did.
Into a wall! What a waste of a reroll.
You should have just
Corgan
believed it
curses
was
as he
gonna hit.
misses.
Oh wait, you're not an orc. It doesn't work that way.
And he passes his turn.
Also, love that, like, for some reason, even though this is like a named Barghast, the token doesn't have his name on it.
Malfeshnikor, right?
Yes.
I just remember that because it's a really kind of badass, evil, awesome name.
There's a very Christian Prince of Demons kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, it really does.
Let's just say, hypothetically, it that.
Oh. Oh no.
That's
Oh, dear.
everybody.
Okay. Good to
It's
know.
going to hurt. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna hurt.
One might even call it crushing.
Oh shoot! He's going like what is it? Crushing Despairos? Oh god!
Yep, my rolls are going to suck today.
Wait, you rolled our will saves?
Yep. He's able to do it.
It's a spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we rolled our own will saves. Okay, that's different.
If the spell's not, if the effect they have isn't built in, then yeah, I ask you guys to do it. But just like when you cast spells, if I have it automated, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, Cecile, help!
Oh, I guess there should have been a Cecile roll in there too. I want to throw hers out. Or
Oh.
his.
Sure.
Oof.
Oh. That's okay.
Well,
Good thing, guys,
Avalia's
you gotta
going
keep
to.
it-
Yeah, well, no, everybody other than Avalia. Oh, never mind. Dalen also failed.
There's a deep-seated feeling of depression that falls over Cecile, Dalen, and Valia.
Oh boy.
And until it's over, you're gonna take a -2 on pretty much any roll you're gonna make. If it's for attack rolls, saving throws, or ability checks, skill checks, or weapon damage. Doesn't have an effect for it though, so I'll just like
Basically, you'd be fucked.
definitely want it.
I wasn't really expecting Cecile's not really likely to do much anyway. But she's scared.
That's probably gonna
despairing.
last the whole fight unless this goes really badly for you guys. So just anytime you're rolling any of those, give yourself a -2.
Attack rolls, skill saves, and all that.
Yeah.
Anything you're gonna end up rolling, basically.
We are unlikely to be very Dalen, you and I are unlikely to be very successful right now. But that's life.
The thing's gonna continue to go after
Attack of opportunity.
this orc. Yeah, you can.
Can I do stencil instead?
Can you what?
Do stencil.
You asked me last week too.
CMB against the CMD. If I succeed in place of me doing an attack, it has to stay still for the rest of its turn.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
On Corgan.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
He's a
has a
Barghast,
really
guys.
it's
Got
a really
high
high
CMB.
CMB.
He's had Nalia was the boss of this dungeon.
Yeah, this is the actual boss. We are in some trouble. Okay. Shoot. Not actually step in the lava. And she's going. Oh, actually, hold on. We're gonna do this right. Hold on. We're gonna go back up here. So before she moves, Cecilia is going to guidance her. Right. So I will. Now I can put guidance on, or I can just subtract 1 from the -2. I'm gonna roll on my attack.
Okay.
Oh. Ophelia moved there. That was a diagonal move, so that is 20. She's going to challenge the great, not challenge, wrong thing. Smite the greater Barghast. To Greg smite him. Right. And then she's going to make a big attack with her greatsword. So Avalia, despite being majorly shaken by this effect, it's her readies her sword and calls forth the power of her god as she bestows upon this thing smite. She smites evil this monster and charges forth into the room to attempt to strike it down. We'll roll attack. Her attack roll is okay. This one.
You know there's 2 smites that you're supposed to have on, right?
I have smite on myself, don't I?
Yeah, there's another one.
Oh right, the outsider one.
And you can just leave that second one on.
Okay.
Anytime you're using smite, the second part is gonna come into play.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna roll -1 because of that. And let's just make sure I am actually targeting the Barghast. I am. Okay.
Nice.
Right. So then, okay. So with the damage roll, I put in a -2 modifier, right?
Yep.
Then roll it. Okay.
You're depressed. Nice.
Well, she still did some real damage to this thing.
That turns out.
So Avalia's swings her blade down, and it hits despite the despair, and she calls out that you will not have him. But you will not have any more victims. That will be it for her turn.
Okay. Feeling the effects of despair. Dalen's kind of got this little slouch going. He's got a very he's got somewhat of a tired expression suddenly fall over his face, and he looks as though he doesn't have very much confidence in his own abilities. And he walks over here. He's like, God, please work. And he chunks He casts a shadow trap on the creature. Now, how do I work saves on this ability?
I would need to look at it.
Or better,
There's
better
a save button on it. You just target the guy and then hit the save
No,
button.
I mean, what I was meaning to ask was, do saves receive any kind of effect from greater despair?
No.
Well,
It's
he's
his
making a
saves.
save against you.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not debuffing any of your abilities. It's putting penalties on your rolls. His roll
Okay.
that's being affected, or his roll
Okay.
that's being done right now.
Just checking. Try to trap his shadow, and he succeeds. Damn it! With a +10. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
he's a badass, badass monster.
yeah. You see the shadows try to pin themselves against the wall, but he just shakes free from it almost immediately. He's like, "Yep, figured it wouldn't happen." That's his turn.
Hey, that's me. Now I'm gonna be I'm a absolute beginner here, so there's gonna be some embarrassing things that I'm gonna have to ask. Can I maybe I'll take a. Tell me if I can do this. Can I take a swing at him with my falchion and then maybe cast a guidance spell on
Nope.
since it's an Arisian or no? Okay.
Both standard actions. One standard.
Yeah. That figures. Since he's diagonal to me, if I move away from him, would that let an opportunity attack happen?
Yeah, unless you 5-foot stepped.
Yeah, you can take a 5 foot and not provoke anything.
You could attack and then 5 foot away. You could
Okay,
5 foot away and cast a spell. There's a bunch of things you could do.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack with my falchion.
Okay.
See if that hits, and then do that 5 foot.
Okay.
Oh my god!
You gotta target him.
Guys,
Well, it
I'm
doesn't
the
matter.
GM.
Doesn't-
Let me tell him
doesn't-
these things. I go to tell him every single time, and then one of you is fucking telling them at the same time. I am here. You need to control left click the enemy on the map, or you need to drag the die you're rolling onto his banner on the combat tracker.
Okay.
Do you remember where the combat tracker is?
It's it's where all the rolls are coming in on the
No, that's the chat box.
left-hand side.
That's the chat box. That's not the combat tracker. Combat tracker is where we see everyone's initiative. That's top right of Fantasy Grounds. It's the cross swords.
Okay. Sorry. Well, then I will do that. Get out that. Okay. So I'll just grab the on my character sheet. I grab the attack button and drag it over to Malfi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not at all what his name is, but yes.
Oh no.
Nice.
That's actually.
Hey!
Kill that Malfi. He deserves it.
Okay, so clicking on the damage, and am I dragging that over? Just clicking on the damage box.
You haven't targeted him, so unless you target him, you're gonna have to continue to drag stuff.
Okay,
over.
So do I just click on him?
Control left click on him.
Okay, control left click. And
Yep, you're targeting him now.
Now in the combat tracker, it will show you that you're targeting him. I hope you have this pulled up because you're going to need to use it in a second.
okay.
It's the cross swords in the top right.
Yeah. I have that open.
Yeah.
Okay, so
if you have
am
that
I-
open and you look at your character, then you'll see it says you're targeting Malfeshnakor. So now any of
Okay.
the die roll you do.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Now you can double click the damage or left click and drag it into the chat box. Okay, and hit us with the pizzazz. Anytime you're doing stuff in combat, I want you to describe it.
Okay, I swing the falchion and give him a good whack on the shoulder, and bites in fairly deep-ish, despite all the layers of fur, muscle, and unearthly resistance that this has been given. And I guess I'd like to do the 5 foot.
Yep.
All right. And then okay, so how does one do the 5 foot without step?
You just
Just
move
click
your
on it.
token.
Yes.
Into the, yeah, okay, Ruby.
And if you're done, in the bottom left of the combat tracker, there's a white arrow pointing down. If you click on that, it'll end your turn.
All right.
I'll walk up to Malfeshnakor and take a swing at him again. Hopefully with better chance hitting. All right, take a meaty swing at his right front leg. For relatively minimal damage. In this case, none whatsoever. Jesus Christ. I see my Earthbreaker bounce off of him and shout out, something strange here.
Yeah. So Avalia's sword, Avalia also smited him, so we just know that her smite bypasses DR, so the Trevor's sword seemed to work.
That's true. Malfeshnakor is going to 5 foot step. I believe you can rotate around if you'd like to, Court.
No, I think I'll stand where I am to keep him away from Trevor.
Huh? Then go into provoke from you.
Okay.
He could probably beat you with a caster check, but he doesn't.
He's
Really
feeling a
care
little
if
cocky.
He doesn't really care if he gets hit.
If it'll roll in the box, I miss.
Okay. You then begin to see him disappear and reappear in front of you just momentarily. Lets out a terrifying screech.
Okay, Avalia is going to move in. Her halo of light blazing as she lifts her blade again, and will actually hold. Going to Seal will cast guidance on Avalia. Then Avalia will move in and
Put
She will.
concealment on when you try and hit him. Under modifiers. Above effects.
So wait, I put that on myself, or
You
No.
just click the button and it'll activate it.
of effects?
No, above effects, modifiers. What's stumping you?
I don't know where
You don't know where
modifiers
the
are.
effects button is?
Oh,
On the
right,
top
on
right.
the.
Just above that is the modifier button. It looks like a plus and minus symbol. I'll get familiar with the button.
There we go. Yes, there was modifiers. Okay, I click that. Right.
The concealment button.
Yes.
Okay, now roll your attack.
Hit.
Nice.
Right, and then damage is going to have the -2, and I will roll. Yeah. So Avalia swings out and despite steps forward, sword held high, and her halo blazing, and she steps forward, swings the sword down, and despite the illusions and the flickeringness of this monster, her blade bites deep into its side, and she again calls out that your evil has no place in this world. To
Sorry,
paladin,
his evil has no what in this world? I'm sorry.
no place. Basically,
Oh.
she said, "You have no place in this world. You're gone." And
Okay,
then
cool.
that'll be it for her turn.
All right, so Dalen's gonna shuffle over this way. And he's gonna say to himself, "Spell can't possibly miss, can it?" And I'm gonna magic missile at him. Even though he's got his ability going, he can't. Since it's not an attack roll, it automatically hits. So, but I guess it's still due to -2 for the damage, right?
Yeah, can this attack hit an ethereal creature?
It can hit incorporeal.
Aren't the same thing.
As long as it has less than total cover or total concealment. It doesn't say anything about ethereal.
Yeah. If it doesn't specify ethereal, then the mystery is higher. I should have done that with you. So you actually have a 50% miss chance of that.
Okay. Let's see. It
You can
doesn't
just
have an.
roll a percentile die. If you get 50 or lower, it doesn't hit.
Okay, I'm trying to remember where my percentile die are. It's not on my. It's not on the table.
It's
Oh wait, never mind.
just right
Wait, no,
click the
that's-
D10.
Oh right.
I'm gonna try. I have a spell that I've put on character. I'll try putting the effects on him. There's a lot.
Oh,
There's like a 4-part effect to it. I don't know.
I already had to. Do I have to re-roll because I already had the -2 modifier on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just
Sorry. Oh.
try just yeah, we'll go with it because magic missile there isn't any way to do it with the built-in effects.
You have 2 missiles, right?
Yeah.
Do you need to roll for both missiles?
Yeah, probably because they're both considered two separate attacks. I could just I have the button where I could combine the two into one, but I could have it's technically two missiles. So I guess that one's the first one, which I assume is a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Want to say something?
Yeah.
Oh. And that one, 90%, which is going to be a hit. Oop, there we go. So you notice one missile ends up going through the creature's body, but the other one strikes true. The -2 deals only one non-lethal damage. It just barely like you see the missile just barely scrapes across his arm, like dealing only minor burn. And Dalen just kind of falls, almost just kind of gets a little lower, like in an even bigger depression than he already was.
Did we lose Trevor?
Yeah, I got kicked out.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I'm signing myself back in again. I'm sorry.
So what do you want to do?
Well, now I wish I could look this up right now, but I'm thinking what's the deal with guidance? Is it a touch spell like hey, you're doing okay, slap you on the back and give you that extra juice?
Yeah. Just
It
touch.
is?
Yeah, you just touch someone. It's like a divine blessing.
Okay. Now I know for a fact the rock and roll. Can I touch the guy who just I'll move over. Can I move over to the guy who Dalen, I'm sorry, yes. Just cast the magic missile spell, since he's one of the people who's been affected by this wave of despair, and clap him on the shoulder, saying, "You got this, buddy. I don't know who you are, but I believe in you."
I mean,
Cast a guidance spell on him.
you can, but I want to make it clear that like you don't know he's under the effect of something from the Barghast. You'd have had to
Okay.
identify the spell casted.
Sure. Now, unless I miss my guess, he's the
I'm the sorcerer, yes.
yeah, he's the only guy. The way it was positioned, I'm sorry that I can't remember. Was he the only guy that I could necessarily get to in the room without?
You're standing next to the dwarf.
You could
You're next to
literally get to
Corgan.
everyone.
Okay, then I'll do that. I'll slap him on the back, saying, "You go, buddy.
Who?
You're good to go."
Who?
The dwarf, Corgan.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna move then?
I guess not.
Yeah.
That is it. I'm sorry, guys. This thing is Fantasy Grounds is being a bit of a B word to me.
It's honestly not Fantasy Grounds, I can tell you that. It doesn't give anyone this much difficulty.
My my download of it is then not working as much as I would want to.
Drop my Earthbreaker. Take a 5-foot step, and while doing so, pull out the Bastard Sword. And two-hand the Bastard Sword and take a swing at the Barghast.
We're flanking! Go, Corgan, go!
Set on the modifiers. Nope. It's a +2 for flanking, right?
Does the guidance give him anything?
Yeah, it gives them a +1.
Yeah.
And it still has concealment, right, Jacob?
Just try doing a regular attack. I want to see if the effects I put.
Okay.
I put the spell on him from another character because the spell they had for him prepared just had this save for it, but doesn't need to do stuff.
Well, mischance 50% is there.
Okay, cool. And at least part of it works. We'll have to actually hit him to see if the rest of it does.
Take a swing at his head, and it just phases through him.
Morgan, my friend, that was a bad roll. That was a 2.
He's going to bite Avelia.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
And let's see if this works properly. I don't want it to do all of them at the same time because he. No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Give me the bite. Okay. Interesting.
He cast blink.
I don't know what he guessed yet.
Stop it! God
Well-
damn it!
That's why I'm at. Oh, okay. I was just trying to. I was trying to ask because I'm curious what is. Okay.
There we go. Did cast blink? How'd you know?
Oh, just out of character knowledge that he has the 50% concealment, and then there's stuff applying to his own attacks, and ethereal talk. So I was just curious out of character. Obviously, Avelia has no idea. She just knows that he's doing something funky.
Out of character, I thought he cast blur for a second.
And then he's around and smack Corgan if you
That's just rude.
try to.
Bottom plus 16 to hit is nasty.
He hits like a truck.
Greater Barghast.
Yeah.
He'll adjust.
Can I 5-foot step fall on him?
Yeah.
Step up. That's the word I should be using.
Is that an ability that Corgan has?
Yep, it's a feat.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, Avalia, that hurt. She definitely seems a little bit pleased by getting whacked hard. But one of her hands glows. Her hands around the blade glow a bit, and the wounds seem to heal some. She continues to fight as she's gonna swift action, lay on hands on herself. This. Take the 2d6. I put them on her. Hey, it worked.
That was
Awesome.
a nice roll.
Yeah, that was a good heal roll. And then Avalia is going to, and Cecile is not going to cast guidance because Cecile casting guidance would open her up to an attack of opportunity from this thing. So Cecile is just going to continue hiding, in Avalia, behind Avalia's back, and Avalia is going to swing at this guy with the -2.
He's behind your
Ooh.
back.
She's on her back, on her shoulder. Oh. So I miss because of. Man, that's a bummer. Okay, that is Oh. Okay, actually, I messed up. I did not have a -2 because I'm flanking with Trevor.
He's not. Oh, I guess he does have his weapon out, doesn't
I was gonna say he has his
Yeah.
weapon. I swung his falchion.
Yeah.
I guess I have to re-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, oh wait, I forgot to. Well, I missed anyway. And then can be it for Avalia, and she'll pass the turn on. She seems less confident. She had momentarily regained some of her confidence from the first couple strikes hitting this beast. Then it savaged her, and her blow just sort of sinking into the striking the floor, seeming to pass right through him. And she seems a bit more shaken from it.
You know what? Dalen looks at his hands, looks at the team doing their best to fight. He's like, "Come on!" He kind of gives himself a couple smacks in the face. He's like, "That's right, I got this." And he casts, and he gets together the tallow, brimstone, and powdered iron from his kit, from his component pouch. Crushes them together, and a small ball of fire, small ember appears in his hand. He goes, "Chew on this!" And he throws it at the Malfesh Kanor, and as it hovers above him, it suddenly bursts into a bright, flaming sun above his head, and he casts Flaming Sphere, which means he's got to save. Yes. Now,
I
because it's an
forgot.
area.
Magic missile is a force effect, so that shouldn't have had a miss effect of 50%. It should have been 20%. But I think we did 20 anyways, didn't we?
Did 20? We did 20 for Avalia's first attack.
Not what I'm asking.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I had to have been 50% because I rolled a 41 on the first bolt. And it was a miss.
So it should have
That's
hit.
all right.
So if you want to do that D4, you can.
All right.
1. You just want to roll a D4 plus 1, I'll put it.
Yeah. It would be technically be a D4 -1 since the effect.
Yeah.
So yeah, here you go. I could just roll the damage real quick on him. At -2.
Sure.
It won't affect the spell at all. It's just a straight roll. There you go.
Nice.
And now my Flaming Sphere. Does that have a miss chance, even though it's an AoE? I've never quite familiarized myself with Blink. That's why I'm asking.
No, he's just gonna take half damage.
Oh. Okay, even on a fail.
If you roll the damage, it should do it right. That's what we're testing right now.
Okay.
It's gonna be half of whatever you roll.
It didn't half anything.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just give him 7 HP back. Well,
Yeah.
actually, maybe it's not with... I need to look at the wording for Flame Sphere.
All right.
I don't know if it's a direct hit or area effect. I assumed it's an area effect because it just stops...
It is an area effect.
Okay.
It's within anybody within the 5-foot square that it's on.
Yeah, then it's not halving area effects, but that's okay. I just adjusted it. We're good.
Okay, cool. Okay, let me go ahead and get the sphere up for you. There it is. And with that, as he watches the creature just burn in the flames, he He looks at it, stands up a little more upright with slightly more confidence in his face. He's like, "Yeah, take it, stupid dog vampire thing."
Dog vampire thing. Nice.
Trevor's up.
Oh, and we lost
Oh.
Trevor again.
Oh, cool.
I mean, it doesn't say he's left. I just think he might not have selected his character.
Oh,
Well, because I'm frozen.
What do you want to do?
Well, is it possible for me to use the hand of the acolyte power and send my falchion flying at him without hitting anyone else?
Well, he's right in front of you now.
he's in melee range with you.
He's moved
Cool.
closer to you.
Well, then this is what happens. Sorry, guys, I was trying to download Fantasy Grounds on my phone. Maybe that would work, but it wouldn't let me open the damn thing. The damn install thing. Okay, has anyone taken any wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not really in a position to heal anyone. If you try and heal right now,
you
you're
get
gonna get
smacked if you try to heal.
All right, fair enough. Can't really.
I mean, if you want to try to smack him, you are flanking with Avalia, so you would have a +2 to hit.
Rock and roll. Let's do that. Give him a good smack with my falchion.
Oh, I shouldn't have rolled that. I don't remember off the top. Dalen, you're one of the two that made the saves, right? Or not Dalen, Trevor?
Yeah, I
He
did.
was.
Okay, then I did it right. Yeah, you try and slash out at him, but he blinks
misses.
out of existence.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything with your move action?
Anything I can do? Okay. I wish I could see where I was. Unfortunately, this download of Fantasy Grounds on my computer is behaving erratically.
You could potentially, if you 5-foot step, you could 5-foot step, and then Corgan could 5-foot step so that he's flanking.
Okay, sure, let's do that. If that's at all possible. I'm sorry again, guys. This is my computer and is not interacting well with Fantasy Grounds.
It's all good. Unfortunately, because of step up, I can't actually take a 5-foot step, so I won't be moving. But I'm going to continue to swing at the Barghost. But it's probably a good idea that he moved anyway. Just personal opinion.
Yeah, I am. I'm not the combat guy. I'll be 100% honest with you gentlemen.
Jeez, I am having shit rolls today. Swinging at him again, yet again. He blinks to resistance, although this swing looks like it would have missed anyways. And Corgan is once again cursing up a storm.
Corgan is cursing like a sailor.
Once again, Malfeshinakor try and bite Avelia. Oh, and I forgot, it doesn't give him the concealment. Because there's no coding for that.
Well, he's not missing.
Allow tax on.
Oh.
Oh dear.
He cannot miss.
Well, his chances are a lot lower than most.
I meant that he hasn't rolled a bad concealment roll. Like every one of his has been above 80.
And with a bite and 2 claw attacks, you now see Avelia coated in puncture marks and large gashes.
Right. Boy, yeah, she's really hurt.
Oh, the avoid that flame damage down here.
Yeah, oh boy.
Or actually it makes more sense to move over here.
Oh, and we can't follow. Now we can't fight him because we have to get burned. The flaming sphere.
Walk through the fire pit.
You said that was lava?
Looks like a pit of fire.
I somehow I don't think Avalia is gonna go for that.
There's a few inches. There's a fire pit that's only a few inches deep.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. You trying to get back in, Andy? Just out of curiosity. But
Yeah, like I say, my download of Fantasy Grounds on my computer is subpar.
Question: have you tried updating it at all?
I clicked on it as soon as we got in.
Okay.
Avalia is
It's
very
most
hurt.
likely his internet connection. Like, if he doesn't have good enough internet, it's going to be hard because it's peer-to-peer based connection, or it's his PC. Those are the two most common issues when it comes to what he's dealing with.
Thought I'd ask.
Avalia is seriously hurt. She grips her greatsword tightly with her hands and just gonna try to heal herself. Basically praying, Arshea grant me strength, and she heals some. A couple of the most grievous gashes in her skin goes over and heal. She looks less like she's on death's door. And going to let me check something real quick.
What are you looking at?
Right. She has acid, cold, and electricity, not fire. I was just checking what her resistances were. Sorry. All right. Avelia is going to 5-foot step over here.
You have resistances?
Yeah, she's ASMR. She has the celestial resistances to fire, acid, not to fire, to acid, cold, and electricity.
You
5
can
resistance to each.
definitely make a code for that.
Okay. No, wait, actually, I need a 5-foot step, whatever. She's gonna drop her greatsword, pull out the chakrams. She's gonna throw one of them at Feshtakor. Cecile will cast guidance on her so that her penalty is slightly less horrendous. There's going to be a -5 penalty for this instead of -6. And where is her weapon?
You know you got your channel positive energy and lay on hands on.
Because they use the same resource.
Oh, okay.
Her channeling consumes her uses of lay on hands. Oh, and I need to tick off that box. She only has 1 lay on hands left because she used it the last 2 turns. There we go. Now that is fixed. And then she's going to attack with the chakram. So she's going to chuck one at him.
I just threw a resistance that I already had on another. Apply it to types. Add on to it.
Okay, do. Right. Oh. Okay, that sucked. Oh yeah, and the other thing I forgot, Paladin. Yeah. Well, she has a weapon still, so that's something. Akrams are not meant to be used in melee, but they can be used in melee if you have to. Right, that's gonna be it for Avalia.
Okay, so seeing the creature encroaching on, he just kind of puts his hands up, kind of like how you would do with a rabid dog. Starts backing away 5 feet slow. It's like, easy, boy, easy. And he looks over at the flaming sphere, gives a kind of a gesture, and the flaming sphere just diagonally moves over on top of him. Once again, burning his furs up as he tries to just down the creature. But it succeeds this time. Is it completely negate or? Yeah, it's a negate. Okay. Yeah, the creature just gets slow enough to where the flames doesn't quite catch it. And he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And he gestures over his chest and he casts mage armor on himself.
Nice.
He'd be like, "Oh sweet mama." Cleared targets, damn it. Thank you. And yeah, that'll basically be his turn. He's just over there, just kind of in a little panic.
Okay. Trevor is up. The Largas Malfeshnikor has moved once again, but he adjacent to you. Still. Up to you towards the left, trying to get him between you and Dalen. There, Andy?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm still frozen out in this bad download. Shit. This is probably going to be a stupid question to ask, but two-part question. Would I be able to see how badly Avalia is hurt?
Pretty badly.
Yeah, I can see it. So I can see it. Yes, that's a yes. I can see it.
Yep.
Yeah, she managed to close some of her worst wounds with her own power, but she still looks pretty bad.
And again, okay, second part of the question. What would happen if I were to selectively channel, with the feat I have, my positive energy towards her?
So selective channeling would affect... Its selective channel is choosing people for it not to affect. So it still affects everyone in a radius with the exception of a number of people that you choose up to your charisma modifier.
Okay, well then,
Like you could choose to heal you could choose to exclude Malfeshnikor, and then your channeling would heal Corrigan and Avalia since they're the two who have damage.
then done. We're doing that. I don't care. He's probably gonna. That probably gives Malfeshnikor an attack of opportunity. I don't care. I'd like to contribute.
You could just
I don't know if channeling provokes, does it?
don't think it does, but I will double check.
If it counts as like a supernatural ability, I don't think it does.
I know that casting healing spells would provoke.
Yeah,
But that's because it's a spell.
Yeah, but that's different.
I think it doesn't, but I'm checking since standard action that does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Do you still want to remain here, or would you like to move first?
Okay.
Can one of the other players, can one of you please like share your screen so that he can at least look at the game until he gets in here?
Yeah, I could do that real quick.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good. It's all good. Let me just share it real quick.
Your two options for moving away and like not getting hit are moving south and you'd still be adjacent to him, or moving east back to that corner you were in earlier, and you wouldn't be adjacent to him.
There you go, Andy. That should help.
I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
You have to click on him in Discord and then join.
Yeah.
Oh, I
stream.
see. William. Click on
Yes.
William. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's. Oh, come on. Let me watch the stream, you piece of shit. William.
7.
All right. So yeah. I'll do the 5-foot step towards the corner here. Yeah, there, and then I'm going to give him the selective channel to Corrigan and Valia.
Got him for 7 HP.
All right.
What does
So when I get 7
Trevor's...
HP to?
You're being all scratchy again, Andy. Your voice.
That's because I probably what happened was I clicked on the whatchamacallit to watch the stream. It switched me from my phone to my computer. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step forward and swing at the Bargas. Hopefully, at least attempting to. Nope.
Rip.
Swing bounces off the wall as I take a 2 hasty cut, trying to, in my eagerness to actually hit this guy.
Yeah, Jacob, I don't see the resistance. You said you put resistance on Avalia?
Yeah, you have an effect in there that you need to change.
Whoa. Where is the effect?
On the action tab where all the effects are.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to put the effect on you on the combat tracker because you need to change it.
Right, okay, got it.
Now Veshnikor is gonna attack Korgan a bunch.
Hooray! Mission's achieved.
Lots of dice.
One of those is a crit.
Okay, so one of the claws crit, one of them missed, bite hit. Do the bite's damage first. Crit hit claw. Gonna move over. Turn. Korgan is now in even worse shape than Avelia was just a moment ago after taking a critical wound from Alfestranor's claws after got chomped on.
Right. Okay. Right. This is where this kind of sucks right at this moment, but Avalia is going to shoot. Picking up her greatsword again. That is a move action, right? Or no, is that a standard action to pick up her sword? I think it's standard since she dropped it.
It's a standard action, yeah.
Alright, well, she's going to pick up her sword as a standard action. She's going to use her last lay on hands on herself as a swift action. And calling upon her goddess. And so she's going to pick her sword back up. Shoot. Here's the thing. I don't know where what she should do here. She should move. This thing, if it takes a full attack on any of us, really, really savages us. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, you're afraid to move up next to it?
Yes.
Oh, so Avelia is willing to
So-
sacrifice
No,
her
no,
sword skill.
I, the person, am afraid to move my character next to it. I'm not saying that Avalia won't. I'm saying I, the character, I'm trying to see if there's any, like,
So what's
what else would make
stopping
sense,
you
but...
then? Like, you should do what Avelia think makes. What does Avelia make sense?
I don't want her to die. she would move into position over here to try to protect her fellow party member.
What is worse, her dying while intact, or you fundamentally changing her, not effectively Avelia anymore, and surviving?
That's why she's gonna move over and engage. Well, that's why she's gonna move over and engage. The other one, she literally couldn't do much, which is why she dropped the sword and chucked the predator disc at the thing, because she could not get to it to attack it feasibly. Now,
Isn't
yeah, she'll
a
move over
kunai
there.
one-handed? Hold on, you didn't have a...
Oh
Chakra.
wait, you're right. She doesn't have to drop. She didn't have to drop the greatsword.
Yeah, so next... You can hold on to a weapon in one.
Right, because it's a one-hand throwing weapon, so she didn't have to drop it. I guess we're not gonna change it now. She made the mistake. She'll move over here, and
I don't
what
have a
happens?
problem with, like, you drop it.
Okay. Then she's gonna move over here, and she's going to attack Melfeshnagor.
Yeah. This.
Yeah, come on. That's what she would do. She would go right into the fight. still would have cast guidance. So it'll be a -1 to hit. And going to swing. Oh no. Okay. That's it.
Oh, this is not turning out to be a very good.
Yeah, basically,
battle.
as soon as this guy or blinked, we started having horrible luck.
Okay, so Daylane's gonna 5-foot step over this way as a move action. Going to bring the sun over. Bring the flaming sphere. This is his third round, if I remember correctly, using it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And now, pray. He looks at Avalia. I pray to whatever goddess you worship that this works. And
Navalia is praying too.
and save. Six.
Oh man.
He has to roll a 4 or lower to succeed on a reflex. Like, this fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, no damage there. He then decides to what would he do next? You know what? Yeah, he's going to weave around his hands, and the stars of his astral warp descend down, and try to crush in on the creature. He's going to pop it right there, and hopefully hopefully his fortitude's not as high as everything else.
Oh god. What do you want to bet his fortitude's higher?
Fucked up. Oh, please.
The magic just bounces off him.
Yep, it's almost about as high.
Yep,
But
he still
least,
has to roll a 4. He still would have to roll a 4.
At least he takes penalties to his AC and reflex, so that's a plus.
He has penalties now?
He does now.
Yeah, because he's in the storm.
Ah.
Yep, the astral
Does
warp. No matter
damage if
what,
he
he has
fails
to take
his
that.
save.
Those. Yeah. And yeah, at this point, Dalen's just kind of cowering behind this I
Angel.
suppose it knight in shining armor at this point.
Yeah, the angel in shining armor with her wings and everything.
Yeah,
She can't fly, but she definitely, in situations like this, with her sword up and wings out and the halo blazing, she definitely is angelic.
he just gives a thumbs up and a half-cocked smile, like, "You got this right."
She sort of gives him this look that says, "I don't know."
Your turn, Trevor.
Okay, my man Corgan's right next to me.
Yep.
So, unless I'm missing something, I probably am, I'm going to give him my 1 second level spell.
I can't
Cure
understand you.
Moderate wound.
He's going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds, is what he said.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
Okay. I think it's if I
Okay.
think your gain is just too high. So if you turn your gain down, you might be fine. Because when you talk lower, I
What the
can
fuck
hear
is
you.
gain?
It's your
Sorry,
mic
what the fuck
picking
is
you
gain?
up. It's like how aggressively it's picking you up. So if your gain is too high,
Okay, on a Windows computer, how would I do that?
so you could do it on the mic itself. I don't know what kind of microphone you have, or you could do it via Discord.
Yeah, I believe that's your
Okay, now we'll do that
input
via-
device.
Okay. Has Fantasy Grounds just been unwilling to open at any point for you since it kicked you that one time?
No, it's been okay. It's just been free. Yeah, I get into campaign. It's like, oh wait, I don't want to.
Okay, that's one I didn't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand anything he's saying anymore.
That
It
made
is
no
just
sense.
all distortion and static.
I'm sorry. We're sorry, Andy.
Okay, can anyone understand me?
Okay, the faster you talk, the higher pitch you talk.
Can anyone understand?
Oh God.
So what do I do on Discord?
Lower your is it input or output? I need to be on Discord to remember.
I don't know.
Input, I believe.
Yeah, you need to lower your input.
Where the hell is that?
It's in your settings, voice and video. You're on a computer, it's like halfway down in the options.
Is there any way to access it? The screen through. Fuck all this.
I wonder if the noise suppression thing would help.
I don't think. I think it's his
Well-
connection.
Yeah, this is the only
It would
This
make
is the only thing
sense
that,
with it being clearer on your phone.
Yeah, but he can't watch the stream while on his phone is a problem.
I mean, he can. It's harder to see.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how do I do that?
You
Watch
would
the stream on my phone.
you would do the same thing you did on your computer, just on your click on will.
Sure. Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here because this is ridiculous. I hate it. Sorry.
Okay.
Like I'm almost certain it's a microphone setup thing because
Well,
like I didn't notice it till Steven said it, but definitely when you talk slower and you're lower, there's less issue. No, it's not the but
Yeah.
it's easier to like we can actually understand most of what you're saying if you're quieter and you talk slower.
When he talks slower, it's easier to understand.
Okay, how about
There we
now?
go.
Night
we
and
can
day
hear you now.
difference.
Yeah.
Then I'm casting Cure Moderate Wounds on Corgan.
Okay.
Here's a thing. Maybe your computer needs updates or something, so you should try shutting it down and then restarting it, and then trying Fantasy Grounds again.
Yeah, it could come a little later.
Well, since he's not using his computer anyway, right now, because it's not working.
I guess it's true.
Ooh, nice
Yeah.
roll.
15 HP, that's pretty good.
That is really good.
Okay. Well, that goes my one second level spell, but it was worth it.
Definitely. I'm appreciative.
Thank you. End the turn.
Don't you still have your domain spell?
Yeah.
Because you can turn that into a Cure Light Wounds spontaneously, right?
Okay.
I'm just saying, as an additional cure if you need to. I believe you can. I mean,
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm
Sure.
not sure what the
Well, do
domain
you-
spells.
Not with the domain spells, you said?
I'm not sure.
Well, for right now, let's just do it this. Unless no one has any objections.
Oh yeah, no objection at all. I was just thinking out loud. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Once again, I'm sorry about this. I tried to. Really, the only thing that's really I wish I could say I was prepared for this, but really the only thing that this has ever happened is when I've used Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a move action, right? To pull something out of a bandolier, Jacob?
Real quick, David, I just found the answer to the spontaneous casting thing. So you can lose any of your prepared spells that aren't domain spells. So you could have only used your protection from evil to spontaneously cast Cure Light Wounds.
Okay, well,
Back to what you're doing, David. What are we doing with the move action?
Is it a move action to pull something off of bandolier? Because I want to pull out a potion, cure moderate wounds, and drink it.
Yeah, it's in like a prepared place.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull it off of my bandolier and chuck it down.
If it was like in your background, or not your background, in your backpack, you'd have to spend like a full action to grab it.
And it's 2d8 plus. Hold on, let me see what the potion actually tells me.
I think the minimum cast level for that is. Well, actually, never mind. You check. The potion will tell you.
The potion doesn't actually tell you; it just tells you this potion is a magic liquid.
Oh.
So it's 2d8 plus 3, if I remember correctly, Jacob.
For Cure Moderate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the lowest that you can be is a level 3 caster.
So I heal for 12 points.
Cool. Most of your damage.
Yeah, let's hope that let's hope we survive. this guy's he's a monster.
Quite literally.
Literally.
And then I'm gonna take a 5-foot step forward. And end my turn.
Is he a monster, or is he just an extraplanar being that literally embodies evil?
Both?
Both. Is he so he's is he a magical beast?
No.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Because Valia specifically gets bonuses against magical beasts.
Yeah, no.
And aberrations. Okay. Yeah, it's her trait from the Rise trait list.
He's an outsider.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
He's gonna cast a spell and provoke.
I shall swing.
Okay. I will also swing.
Very bold of him to go provoking like that.
Well, I
Oh,
think.
it's also-
Come on!
My
What is going
Source of
on
war.
with this?
It's also at the beginning of his turn, so he has to make a save for astral warp.
So throw the
Go
save on
ahead.
him.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, come on! Why is that an 11? Why?
We just don't have very good luck right now.
No. I have hit this guy many times. I've hit him with multiple things that could have been that were. This was a crit, and ugh. Okay.
Okay, and he's going to begin to float. Gonna start moving. Come over here. Gonna end his turn.
Hey, Dylan. No, Dalen. Do you know what he cast? Could you spellcraft it?
Did he cast a spell with that to float?
Yep, he provoked from the caster.
Okay. Since I did see it, I should be able to make spellcraft and find out what it was. So let's go ahead and pop that out there. 20.
That was the levitate spell.
That's awesome. I had him targeted, so it automatically did a DC will. So.
Out of curiosity, how did he move then? How did he move in a direction? Because doesn't levitate, you need to like push off things and then have things to help you move.
He was next to a wall or door.
So levitate is elevation based. but Blink also lets you move around freely. Gives you some. It removes others, so we put the two together
Ooh,
around.
spell combinations.
He's technically an ethereal being sometimes.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's not something that would work for a regular person. What it comes down to.
Okay. So all right. I guess Avalia's just gonna do what Avalia does, and she's gonna try to whack him again. How? Every time. It's like 6 attacks in a row that she's hit, and then they've been eaten. Blink. Okay.
Something yesterday that kind of made me laugh. Said they're called challenge ratings, not cuddle ratings.
Yeah, but this is still kind of crazy. The amount of misses in a row that this guy's gotten. Okay. I think that's all Avalia's got.
Aylin, there's a
Alright,
Barghast right next to you.
Yes, he sees that and he's panicking. Like, oh!
Is his astral storm still there?
No, it dissipates at the beginning of his turn. But since there's no way to be able to, could I come to think of it? No, I could only move it in a straight line. I was going to say if I could turn my flaming sphere over and just hit him without hitting Valia, but I don't think I
Oh,
can do
but
that.
it can
Um,
move up and
You
down,
could move it
so
out
you
of the
could
way.
move
So
it.
it's not.
You could
You
move
could put
it.
it.
What was that, Jacob?
Move it above her.
Is the ceiling high enough to get to float above without
Yeah, that's what
affecting her?
Malfeshnikor just like
Okay.
flew up and went around them.
In that case, yeah, I'm going to diagonal it above Avalia, out of harm's way, and then slam it right back down on him where he sits.
You just say it had to be in a straight line.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say originally. That's why I was thinking I can.
Yeah, so you could move
Okay.
it up here in a
Fuck,
straight
man.
line above her, so it doesn't hit her, but it's not in the way.
Yeah. Only thing is, since this is the last turn that it's available, he's just going to use a free action to just dispel the flaming sphere.
Okay.
And so the flaming sphere just kind of like a balloon just pops out of existence, flames just dissipating almost immediately. And he's going to turn and he's going to use his oh. Okay, that's why. He's going to use his last first level spell slot to cast magic missile at the creature. Since it's a force ability, you said it's a 20% chance instead, so
Yeah.
Get him, Dalen.
so roll first roll. It's a 29. Whew. I'm gonna go ahead and if it's okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll for the second one as well.
Okay.
Second roll. Both hit. Hell yeah. So. Oh, wait. I still have to do it. No, I can just do a minus. Could I just do a -4 so I can roll both of them simultaneously?
I don't think that works with averages individually.
Yeah, you're probably right. So I'll just do it this way. All right. First hit, non lethal 1. Second hit. Decent damage. Okay. First one, once again, as the bolt flies true, just barely scratches, cinching cutting some of his fur. But the second one strikes true and hits him right in the shoulder. And there's a nice small scorch mark where his shoulder once was, or where part of his shoulder was.
It's force damage, so it wouldn't leave a scorch, an impact wound.
Yeah, he's okay. So just nice little crater where part of his shoulder was, and that's his turn.
Trevor, you're on the opposite side of the room from the Barghast. I think this is the farthest it's been away from you since you've seen it.
Yeah, I probably should have put in my. Honestly, I probably should have put in my sin cowardice, although that probably doesn't come up actually. The way I'm playing him. Now, Hand of the Acolyte has a 30-foot range. Am I more than 30 feet away from him right now? Then is my action. Is my question.
No, you're
to you.
not. You're just within range.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my falchion and then Hand of the Acolyte at him.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Does that like send the sword flying? Hit him?
Yeah, what it does is my attack roll would be it sends it flying 30 feet and then comes back to me. I believe no matter if it hits or misses. The cool thing is it still uses my strength as damage, but attack roll is wisdom based.
No, so the attack roll is treated as a ranged
It hits?
attack, which means it's dexterity based, and then you add your wisdom.
Well, that
And for you, that's fine.
pretty much wisdom.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. It's calculating your Oh, it's adding because it's a magical boy. It's doing that. Okay, yeah. So it's the best type of hit you have. It's the best hit you can get.
Okay. Then that is what the man is doing.
Oh, well, fortunately, you had the wrong person targeted.
Oh, I
This-
just forgot.
because you're starting me for the heal. I'm like, why am I getting targeted?
Okay. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Give my best shot.
Oh yeah, you still missed. You rolled a 3 that time, unfortunately. What are with the roll since Blink has happened? What is going on here?
Yeah.
It's all Jacob's fault.
Yeah, having him cast Blink. No, it's Pezo's fault. Let's be honest. It's Pezo giving him Blink. But yeah.
Let's do our 10-minute break here.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll call it 25 after.
First time we've had a
Alrighty.
break mid-combat. That's interesting.
Yeah, this combat's gonna take a while, so I can see having a break during it.
Yeah. The thing is, we're out of resources. He's not. So.
I will go ahead and keep the live up. I'm just going to mute myself.
How long do these things normally take?
Things.
Sorry?
What things?
Oh, the sessions. I'm sorry, I should say.
It's about 4 hours, so we'll be going until about 4 p.m. My time. We started at 12 my time.
Sorry, didn't mean to be rude. Well, he's. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, I don't mean to be an asshole here. Just right now with how Fantasy Grounds is acting, it's not particularly fun for me. Not your fault, obviously. So, oh gosh, I think I might call it a day. But thank you for the help. Sure, yeah. Yeah. Okay, thanks, man. I'm really sorry. I'll give you the PayPal and for the full session and I'll try to work something.
What? I got back to the tail end of Andy leaving. I can see why he left. I mean, it's not very stimulating not being able to actually see anything and do any of your roles or anything.
That it panned out that way. I gave him the information for the Fantasy Grounds website, so he ask
Hopefully they can get a
questions.
result for him.
Yeah,
I'm
fully
like,
so.
I'm sure it's not Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, I think it's either his internet or his computer. My guess would be internet, based on the fact that the phone probably wasn't using his internet the same way.
I mean, the mic thing is. I think that part of it was the fact that he's using an integrated mic, which are always going to be bad.
I couldn't even understand him when he brought that up, so I didn't know what kind of mic he was using.
Yeah, he's using an integrated mic for his PC.
Knowing that,
Which,
I would just like ask that he goes and spends like $5 to $15 at like Walmart or something, like, because even that will be better most of the time. Get like, so you can get earbuds with better.
Depends on if his computer takes those kind of jacks, because mine don't.
You don't have a 3.5 millimeter jack slot on your PC?
Well, yeah, man, I do. It's just very well hidden that I never noticed. But I have a USB mic, so
Over here with my fancy like studio mic. Like, I don't even know if I have a jack.
I've been using this headset. This is a wireless headset. It's a Corsair wireless headset that I've had for 7 years now, and I'm gonna need to get a new one soon. But it still works well for the moment. Well enough, anyway. The funny thing, though, is that its charger cable is starting to actually fall apart, which is part of the reason I'm gonna need to. This is also old, so I think it's about time to get a new one. But I've been using this one a long time.
Yeah, I had a Sennheiser headset before this, and I finally wore out the cable on it just from like moving around and shit. And that's why I finally decided to get a new one.
Yeah.
Got one of those Bose. God.
You mean like headset, like talking, or headphones, or both?
Yeah, it's headphones with mic on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I haven't used the mic that much. I used it for like half an hour while playing. But I used the headset for a while, and it's the nicest headset I think I've ever had.
Yeah, Bose, very nice headsets. That's what I have for my headphone. For the head, well, they make very good headphones. I mean, so I have a set of those as my headphones that I use, like for listening to stuff while I'm working and just blocking out noise generally. Really nice.
I haven't tried the noise headsets. Oh, it's kind of strange to get used.
So, hopefully, um, hopefully Andy is able to get it resolved and able to rejoin us in the future.
I don't think you need to be sharing your game.
I was about to ask that. Is he just gonna be gone for the day, or?
Yeah, he said he's going to be on for the day. He's going to try and get this fixed.
And hopefully, successfully.
Yeah. I'd hate for technical issues to be the reason why we're down another fifth.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's not actually gonna
Yeah,
actually channels that I.
Oh. So you think it might just be the one session and then he's gone?
I have a feeling.
We'll see.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, we got Raider Bargas to slay.
Yeah. Okay. And we now have no healing anymore because we're tapped. All right.
I got some potions left.
All right, Corgan, you got it, bro.
Bow? What?
Sorry. You know what I
have a
meant.
bow, but I'm not using it.
You got it, bro.
All right, I'll walk up to it and take a swing at it.
That critical health too.
That'd be
It's
nice.
almost dead. Oh yeah.
Yes!
Holy
Yes!
We hit it!
Now just roll higher than 10 damage.
Oh, he's using the bastard sword.
Oh yeah, so you're good. Still, roll higher than 10 damage.
Nope. You had to say something. All right.
At least we hit it. At least we hit it. We know we can now.
We've proven it can be wounding.
If it
Take a
bleeds, we
immediate
can
swing
cure
at
it.
its left foreleg and actually successfully connects.
Is this Corgan's first hit of the combat?
First hit that actually dealt any damage.
Oh yeah,
right, yeah.
Icebreaker did hit before he cast Blink. It just did 0 damage.
Because apparently he was resistant to any non-magical attacks.
Yeah.
You guys are
Ugh.
4th level now. You need to expect DR shit from.
Oh yeah.
You just
I
can't
wasn't
buy any
surprised.
magical weapons, so I'm having to use a bastard sword.
Was not surprised.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to press the arrow button.
I'm glad we haven't as yet hit someone with spell resistance yet.
Oh, don't worry. That'll come.
No.
If this was Wrath of the Righteous, you would have hit quite a few things with spell resistance already.
True that.
I haven't ran the AP, but if anything about it, it would be around, yeah, I think level 5 when you'd.
Yep.
Unless you beeline
Yeah.
some stuff, and then it could happen at like. That would be dumb because it's an RPG. Let's see. What does he want to do? He just got hit. He is 5 foot stepping, and then he's going to maul the shit out of Corgan.
Dear. Corgan.
At least one of the attacks actually failed to hit.
Yeah, he rolled a 2.
Claw and bite. That's not bad. Never mind.
Hits hard.
Okay, it was average.
He rolled max on one and min on the other. Just want to say, regardless of the bit of like dang it about bad rolls, this is still a lot of fun, even when you roll poorly. All right, Avalia. I'm guessing Greater Despair lasts a long time. The Crushing Despair lasts a long time.
3 minutes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna fix this because I had forgotten to check the box for her using her last lay on hands last round. But she has now exhausted all her lay on hands.
Yeah, like I said, it's probably gonna last all combat. I don't think combat's gonna last 3 minutes.
Yeah. I think we've actually gone through about a minute. I think it's been about 10 rounds.
You're on round 7. You can look in the bottom right of the combat tracker for round.
Oh, it tracks it. Okay, cool. Sorry, my bad.
Occasionally, I'll like forget to reset it, but that doesn't happen that often.
Okay, so unfortunately, Avalia has -2. Shoot. She is going to 5 foot step here, though.
Yeah.
Because Corgan goes before it, so it's going to give Corgan the chance to flank it.
Color me surprised that Corgan hasn't already flanked.
He had to move over to there. That was his far.
Yeah, but he has step
'cause-
up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm dumb, and I forgot to.
He could have stepped up, and then Valia could have moved, and we could have been flanking it for her attack too. But for next time. Anyway, that is it for her, and she's going to pass the turn. Once I pull up the combat tracker and click the arrow.
Did you? Oh, you did roll.
All right, so standing from where he is, Dalen's gonna. Oh. Okay.
Galen's gonna what?
You scared me, dog. Dalen's going to from where he's standing, he's going to once again pull out the components and cast Flaming Sphere for a third time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Right. And right on top of him, once again, the ember explodes into the fiery sun that is this flaming sphere. And no whammies. He succeeds.
He has to roll really bad to fail.
Yes, I know. It sucks. And for a move action, Dalen's just going to pull and make ready his wand to cure light wounds so that to help Corgan out, and that'll be his turn.
Sure.
Actually, here's Trevor. Yeah.
Alright, 5 foot up down. Well,
Yeah, it's an awkward moment there.
I
If
kind of
you-
want to back up for a second and use a potion.
The thing is, if you if you hit it, you could kill it. But if he hits you, you could be in some serious trouble too.
Yeah, screw it. Corgan would probably be risky at this point.
You can do it.
You can do it, Corgan.
Plus
believe
2
in
for
you.
flanking.
Ooh. It hits.
Yes!
Oh my god.
On.
Come on, Corgan!
Oh
Oh.
my
Just
fucking god!
God damn it.
Oh, he's still. Oh man, he's still up. He's not staggered. He's still up and can full attack.
So, Corgan swings at its head, hoping to bring it down. Sticks in its skull a little bit, pulls it out, looks at it, sees it's still standing, and he goes, fuck.
Oh.
Malfection decor. 5 foot step. Full attack.
Who?
Who do you think?
The last one who hit him.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Corgan might actually die.
Corgan might die.
Oh no.
If he dies, he dies.
His bite missed.
Oh, that's good. That is positive.
It's attack. Oh.
His claw missed!
Oh no.
Oh, he only hit, he hit with one claw. Corgan might still be up.
Corgan will still be up. He can't deal enough damage to bring him down.
What the fuck?
He finally rolled bad a couple times.
Thank God. I was worried about that one.
Okay.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
if only I had my a dagger out. You were
if
playing.
you'd taken the dagger out instead of the wand, man.
It's okay. The wand is still threatening.
Actually, is Corgan gonna step up to follow him to here?
I don't say you could flank, so no.
Oh, I'm saying you could step up to follow him, and then Avalia can step into the fire.
I can only move 5 feet, so I'd be.
She
Moving
can step
forward.
up into the.
He's talking about.
Well, it's too late now, but I guess it's an option. Like Corgan wouldn't consider you actively willing to harm yourself as an option.
Okay, that's fine. Avalia is gonna take a swing at the Alfie. And maybe she'll hit this time.
Oh,
Actually, let's see.
kill that Malfesh Kapoor.
You know what? Cecile is going to provoke and guidance Avalia.
Are you sure?
Yeah. AC.
18.
You might have just killed your angel.
I don't. She would. The thing is, she would try. So. Now Avalia is targeting Corgan. Take that off. Okay, he hit Cecile. Well, oh, he got to roll his confirming his moment, but
He hits.
okay. It was definitely hurting, but it's Avela's gonna take a swing.
Wait, your bird survived 10 damage?
She has half my HP.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's a familiar.
That's right. That's true.
Now she would be in serious trouble if she took it again, but she could afford to do it once. give Avalia the best chance possible to take this monster down, given how dire the situation looks. Oh.
Okay.
Yes!
Finally!
Okay. I think we're okay now.
Particularly with the damage.
He had 1 HP left after Corgan's hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I started laughing.
I figured that's why you were, but I didn't want to say anything.
I knew he was on his last legs, but didn't know how that much.
It wasn't like a laugh like haha Corgan didn't succeed. It was like laughing out of stress. Like a panic laugh.
Stress. I love it.
Whew. Well, so as a note, if Cecile had not cast guidance, Avalia would not have hit. So that guidance made all the difference. And Cecile is an angel, and she's devoted to helping and supporting. So I think she would have taken the risk of getting hit to give them the chance to succeed. I tried to do it in character for her.
I can get behind that.
And now Dalen, with the spell gone, just out of sheer sheer panic rage, just drops the sun down on top of the Vargas body and just incinerates it.
There isn't a Vargast body.
Oh, shit. Fuck! I want my revenge!
Yeah, it disappears when Avalia strikes. Extraplanar being 99% of extraplanar being die, they disappear.
Yeah. So Avalia, after Cecile cast guidance on her, and there's this like extra glow on her, Cecile got bitten. The Barghast snapped at her, but Avalia, in righteous, full of righteous zeal, and with the guidance of her friend, raises her blade and swings it down and gives it right through the Barghast's head as it's recoiling from biting Cecile. And then it poofs into nothingness, leaving the gleaming blade and a very wounded dwarf now visible on the other side.
hypothetically, Malfeshnakor is out there somewhere, recovering on whatever plane he's.
Yeah.
But it's not
she's
easy
gonna-
for those creatures to come back, so you guys have just accomplished, like, really fucking good deed. Probably the most important thing.
That feels good.
And I know
And,
it's been a long fucking time, but, like, I think Dalen would be able to connect some of the stuff he knows about previous occupants here when it comes to, like, a lot of the stuff you've found in this dungeon. I know we haven't talked about it, but, like, you know that a cult of Lamashtu worshippers used to be here, and then you know a bunch of, like, various degenerates have cycled through here, and it kind of makes sense that a shitty people are drawn to, like, this legitimately evil. It's like a seat of power they all prized. Whether or
Yeah.
not they knew that there's a church down here, like Dalen knows that the goblins didn't know about the church until like showed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Avalia is gonna hurry over to Corgan though, and she doesn't have any more lay on hands, so she's going to take out her wand.
Yeah,
There's a conversation that should happen with Trevor right now that we're not gonna do, but
Yeah.
he can just heal Corgan instead.
Oh, okay.
Thing that won't have him participate in any more combat today, but I will have him use his level 1 heals. Level 1 heals.
Avalia is still gonna help him help him stay up if he's in danger of falling over.
Level 1.
Okay. And she is going to collect her the chakram that she chucked at it from over here. So she now has her supply of predator discs again.
After the healing, I'll grab my respirator.
Nice.
And Avalia is going to say, Corgan, my friend, I think it might be wise, for the moment, start with the bastard sword while we're down here. If there's anything else.
Yes, but it's so much weaker.
I'm afraid that weakness may have just saved your life.
True.
So, is there anything else in this room? With the burning floor, or is it just the Malfeshnikor?
Yeah, so there's like 2 racks in the corners. You can kind of see in them, kind of like boxes or shelves on the map. 2 racks, and they have a bunch of candles on them that are all lit. And there's a silver coffer on the side of one of them that has gold in it.
Gold?
By
the way, as we're wandering around, I just go ahead and give Avalia a quick touch of my wand of cure light wounds. Kind of tip her off a little bit.
Oh, it'd be better to just give it to Cecile.
I'll do one for both.
Okay.
First one for Cecile.
That's the wrong. Oh no, that's magic. I thought you were doing the save.
No. It's 1. Go ahead, heal Cecile for. I don't. She's not a combat tracker, so I'm just going to roll for it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just
2. Okay. 2.
I think she needs more than 1.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use another one for her. Because of that, just on that roll alone. Ooh, I need a 20, so that one sputters. All right, well, another use. Just. God damn it! Okay, you know what? God fucking shit.
You only have a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, so I was just. I mean, does it consume a charge when you fail like that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it does. Yes.
Okay, then don't waste any more charges. Avelia can just use one of hers on her.
This is my shtick as a sorcerer, though. Damn it.
Well, you'll get there. You
Wands
know?
are supposed to be my specialty.
At level 4, you having a 50-50 chance is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. Okay, there. Now we fixed the seal. All right.
You guys gonna take any of the candles or?
Well, so is there anything like? Does this place look? So this room, are there any like symbols of Lamashu or anything, or is it just the Barghest and like the candles and gold?
Yeah, there's some symbols around here. There's the 7-pointed star. But it has some like hollows and slits in it. And that's on the doors. Side of that, this room doesn't really have much in it besides the little pieces of set dressing that I gave you.
Okay, I guess there's no reason not to take the gold or the candles.
Okay.
I'll take the.
So there's like a lot of candles.
Do
Like
do the
a
candles
lot.
look like the
There's like
candles look like
60 of them, and they're all lit.
Oh, do the candles look like they're worth anything, or have a purpose, or they're just a bunch of candles?
They're just a bunch of candles.
I don't think we need to take the candles.
Are they arranged in any particular pattern that looks like it holds any specific significance?
I imagine they're all lined up so that like you can view all of them. So like taller ones in the back, shorter ones.
Okay, so well, let me see.
When
Yeah, I
you
think I was just going to
reach out and
go
grab one, Dalen, you realize that they're not putting off any heat.
ever burning torches. No.
Oh,
Ever
they're,
burning candles?
they're candles.
Is there a check to know what they are? What kind of candles?
Give me a spellcraft.
All right. No whammies on this one, please. Oh.
That was nearly a whammy.
Yeah, so these are eternal candles. They're actually pretty common in bigger churches. They're magical candles that have a continual flame spell on them, but they just give you like a shadowy light in like a 5-foot radius.
Oh, well then in that case, Avalia would say that. Well, then I think we should take these and we can donate them to the church.
Agreed. I was just thinking the same thing.
And
Sure.
Especially
then
after the service they're providing to help your friend.
It's a good reason.
Indeed.
when you're pocketing all of the coin, Avelia, in the little coffer, once you pull it out, realize that in the bottom of the coffer is like a thin layer of sand, and you see like a ring that you must have moved while you were grabbing all the.
All right. Does the ring ping as magic? She's gonna detect magic.
Yeah, it's magical.
I found a magic. Avalia will comment. I found a magic ring. Can anyone see what it is?
I'll give it a shot. I'll go ahead and inspect the ring. Okay.
Good. Good enough. For some reason, magical item. No, it has a caster level on it. Yeah, that's not enough to know what it is.
Really? Could I focus in on it with my detect magic to find out exactly what kind of aura it's given off?
Oh. So that's 2 rounds. It's evocation.
Evocation.
Huh.
I look back at it like, well, I can't figure out what it is. It's definitely high level, but it does give off some
That's
kind of
not
strange.
how detecting magic works.
I'm going based off of both detect magic and spellcraft.
Yeah, but you're making assumptions based on your die roll. You've tried to detect magical things that you later found out were mundane. That's
Let me flavor this, damn it!
I mean,
myself sound
flavor it
better.
if you want, but like when there's a consistency based on dice rolls when it comes to your flavoring, it goes from flavor to metagame.
Okay, fine. So I just say, well, I can't figure out what it is, but it does give off evocation auras, so it's definitely along that school of magic.
So, okay. So, here's a question, Jacob. I guess we're treating Trevor as though he does not exist, just like we're treating Zane as if he does not exist for right now. So we would not be asking him. He could tell us what it is.
Here is what we'll do with Zane. We're gonna do some fucking backpedaling here. As Avelia goes and finishes off Malfeshnacore, I want will save.
Will saves. Okay. Now my saves are good. Would have appreciated that before the greater despair.
And I can give you one for Cecile too. Poor Cecile.
You all see a very small ring starting off the size of like a loose bracelet pop up in the corner over by Trevor. It expands very quickly to be a little bit smaller than your average door, and you see a coppery tinted mist come out of it. Trevor seems startled by this as a man in a plague doctor's outfit with a staff that has a scarecrow on the end of it comes out and tells Trevor that he is needed. Trevor nods at the man and then walks into the portal without looking at you guys. After that, the man with the staff nods at all of you and walks into the portal. The portal then disappears.
That was climatic.
Was interesting.
What the hell
Okay.
was that?
Yeah, Avala is like looking at that like, okay, maybe that's how he got in here.
He's working for Lamashtu. We have to kill him.
The Barghest wouldn't have been trying to eat him if he was working for Lamashtu. But I think this might be a mystery that we won't know the answer to right now.
I guess you're right. I guess we should finish things up here and head back.
That seems like a good idea. It was quite the adventure. I think we'll have a much better story to tell than my story about the wolves. Now.
I have
What do
like a bunch of information I can give you about Malfeshnacore that you guys would never find out that is a spoiler if you'd like a little bit of insight into what he's doing.
Sure.
Is everyone else okay with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, because it's one of those, there's so many things like this where like it doesn't directly affect the story, but you guys will never find out, and it's just so juicy. So Malfeshnacore, he's an extra plane you're being, right? used to be one of the Aslanteus lieutenants.
Oh.
Like back in the day, like thousands of years ago, and he used to command legions of sin spawn. But
Oh,
he's spent
wow.
the last several thousand years imprisoned in the room. He was captured by agents of Karzog, and then he was transported here using a hedged prison, which is a binding spell. So he was tied to this room, and he couldn't leave it, and he was left in there so that he could be interrogated by these people. And then when Thassalon fell, it happened super quickly. Alfeshnakor was forgotten, and then a big event happened that I'm not going to bring up because it's like the one thing that like isn't really spoilery, but it could be a spoiler. A big event happened, and when that happened, he kind of just slowly fell into insanity from being locked into this room. And even though like Barghast don't actually need to eat, they have like a supernatural hunger. They like still feast on people even though they don't. So his like anger at what happened to him and his hunger drove insanity. And he's just been in here for thousands of years, biding his time, trying to convince different groups of people to find him and get him out of here. So he's been like subtly manipulating all the different have stumbled onto Thistletop, which is why Thistletop has such a a reputation of power, because everyone that's come here has discovered things that other people had no possibility of learning and always used.
Which means if we had not been here, it's very likely Nawalia would have eventually discovered Malfeshkanor and released him into the wild, into the world.
Yeah, another thing you guys never would have found out is that this second layer hadn't been opened up until Nulia and her group got here. The goblins didn't know about this second layer, but Malfeshnakor helped Nalia find it.
And so they hadn't. So, but it seems like Noalia hadn't found the way back into these rooms yet.
Yeah, you can. The church is basically used
Ah,
a spell. There wasn't any direct contact between. He could only give little occasionally. Didn't have a direct line of communication. So the goblins thought that she was like talking to their god, is what they thought. They were cool with her doing ceremonies. They bunch power to him. Happened to be a extra plane bring into Nolia's ear.
well, that's neat.
Now that the planar being, and now that Malfeshkanor is gone out of this realm, chances are this ruin will probably fall back into dilapidation that it once was.
Yeah, hopefully, with him gone, things will change here.
Makes me sad that they have so much cooler naturally.
I can't help but feel like that's kind of a. I kind of can't help but feel like authors do that on purpose as kind of a way of giving the DM a sort of control over the story, by letting him find his own ways of incorporating certain bits of information.
If they want to and all that. But yeah, it's real cool to know. Like, to know how much of a good thing we did by fighting this Barghast and defeating it.
Like there's subtle little hints throughout the whole thing, but at any point during this, did you guys piece together with the different hints that like Argast was doing brought up?
I had a feeling because it was mentioned in Nualia's journals how she kept receiving visions and dreams, and how she was mentioning Malfeshkanor in such a way as releasing it.
Was Malfeshnakor the one sending the dreams to Nalia then, not Lamashtu?
No, Lamashtu is definitely the one doing it. Lamashtu led her to Thistletop and told her to find Malfeshnakor there. But Malfeshnakor helped her in doing.
Okay.
He's not even like directly a Lamashtu. Lamashtu is trying to use. But Nalia didn't know that.
Oh, it was kind of a challenge sort of thing. Where in defeating, I guess the Mashu wanted her to find and defeat Malfeshnor as a way of improving her powers.
I think she wanted her to free Malfeshnakor, and Malfeshnakor to like doing that to change her.
That's true.
Yeah, well, we slew a great evil.
First of many, I reckon.
Good work, team. So okay, so I guess Zane just was terrified of Malfeshnakor and never came back for the fight.
I mean, he would have, right? Like,
Yeah.
participated in the fight. Didn't participate.
Okay, so like story-wise, we wouldn't be like, "Where's our kobold friend?"
No.
Because he was there. He just wasn't there in terms of the actual actions taken.
I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like running away in terror would be a Zane thing. Just my opinion.
Oh, Zane has the biggest balls out of any kobold I've ever seen.
Like jumping into the water.
Yeah, Zane's worst
what
enemy is Zane. Like, fucking guy, if he ever dies, it's gonna be because he killed himself.
It'd be accidental suicide.
All right. Well,
Oh.
we have a magic ring that we don't know what it is, but we have it.
And some amount of gold.
Oh, it really didn't. It didn't put the gold in there. It says
Nope.
there's a fucking. Oh no, the coffer. Sorry, I misread that. The coffer just has sand and the ring in it, but the coffer's worth 100 gold.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, we'll take the coffer. Okay.
I guess you guys could get like perception checks.
Okay. Just the one perception.
Par for course.
Moments,
need Zane.
moments like these make me wish I had my hobgoblin.
Hold on. We still have Cecile. Cecile might save the day. Come on.
No.
The thing is, even rolling a 1, she still rolled higher than everyone else.
Okay, you don't have to rub salt on the wound, okay?
Sorry.
Hey, my perception's good for a fighter, thank you. I just rolled low.
Yeah. Valia specifically isn't good at perception.
And wisdom's kind of a dump stat of mine. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm smart, not wise.
Valia having the less high wisdom is part of her character thing. She's, she gets a lot of guidance and help from her mentor. Wisdom is not her best.
It's just weird because isn't your paladin abilities run off wisdom?
Charisma.
Charisma? Okay.
Yeah, paladins are meant to be faces.
They're just funny. They're meant to be faces, but they aren't given enough skill points to be a face unless you put points into intelligence.
If you have one or more skill points, you can be a face. Don't make excuses.
All I think you really need is diplomacy.
Okay, well, I wanted her to have the ability to to have a couple of other skills too, in addition to diplomacy. So
Background skill. I'm giving you every out you can.
I wanted her to have heal, intimidate.
That's a form of diplomacy. Social
Yeah.
interaction.
That's part of diplomacy. Yes, so she has diplomacy and intimidate. Those are both skills she has.
There you go.
Then she has heal, and okay, fair enough. I just yeah, she has swim because she likes to swim.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you even have
No,
points in backgrounds?
All right, so I guess we're gonna leave then.
Yeah, let's take this stuff up.
You have
Agreed.
points in backgrounds?
Handle animals background skill. Heal is a background skill. I believe. Oh wait, no, heal isn't. Knowledge nobility is a background. Not knowledge nobility. Knowledge. No, knowledge religion is not a background skill. Hold on. Her background skills.
Knowledge isn't a background skill, but lore is.
Some knowledges.
Some knowledges are background skills.
Yeah, some.
It might be nobility because it's not a monster type.
Nobility is background. Know that one is. Handle animal. I know is background. Let me check.
Craft is a background skill. And so is profession.
You should have 2 for each level, right? Background.
Are as a class bonus.
Favorite class bonus was also skill points.
Have total of 7 per level, which 8. You have 22. Math went with that.
My favorite class bonus would give me an additional 1 skill points per level, so then I'd have 4 more. So I should have. Okay. So
Have
that would
20.
mean I'd get 5 per level, the 4 levels I have, and then
Backgrounds 7 per level. 8 total. For 20.
Okay.
You're
Clearly
short
did-
6 points, and like 8 of those points, 8 of your points total should be in backgrounds. You have 1 background to add 6 background skills and backgrounds. Because all of the skill points you currently have placed are adventuring, except for the one. You guys are gonna have to go back to town. And it's wants to help Zane on his way back home.
Ooh, is he at a +5? Because I put a rank into survival, so I can actually do it.
Yeah, I think he might have put a rank in. He put a couple ranks in, but he's not. Yeah, he's only at. Sounds like you should lead.
All right.
Zane should help.
Oh my god, this is a weird moment, isn't it? Zane's always been the de facto, like.
Well, he had
That's-
ranks in survival before, and at this level up, I'm like, fuck this. I'm putting a rank in survival.
Okay, so I'm gonna go look at the background list. I'm sorry. Clearly, I think I thought something was background that it wasn't. That's my bad.
Don't worry. I think it looks like Zane or Tristan fucked his up too because he have like 7, 8, the most if he went with favorite class bonus skill ranks, which I don't think he end up with 36, but 37. Yeah, I can have him roll though. Bravo check. Nice. You get
What?
+2.
I'll give Ovalia a oh, knowledge history. That seems like a good one.
Oh my god, it rolled poorly.
Avalia
Or,
doesn't get all those. Sorry,
their
not Avalia.
background skills.
Steel doesn't.
Right?
Avalia does. Knowledge history is great for this game. That's rough. I'm gonna be adding time on.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Not for your roll, but for
Helmet?
bragging a bunch.
Yep.
Make it say a couple more. At the 8-hour mark, so in like because the amount of time you spent on this, it's like
We're all very tired.
midnight when you realize that you're lost.
Oh no, we're lost.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
might just want to camp for the night.
Oh, I got food.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a good idea, actually.
Camp somewhere in the Nettlewood.
One would have thought that there would be that from the repeated trips there would have been a path, but
There's
Well, there's
really
a path
one.
now because we're dragging helmets.
There isn't like one path you take to get to Thistletop. You guys have always come from different places.
then okay, clearly we need somebody to prioritize survival.
I have an idea, but you wouldn't like it.
Is
Go
the
just-
idea.
Got a
Go
magic
just
carpet.
Burn the entire wood.
No. We're literally in it. No.
Okay,
That's your only
well,
objection?
guess we rest.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
Well, actually, I don't think Cecile needs to sleep.
Okay, he's want to sleep.
Oh no, Cecile though. I think Cecile. Oh, actually, I think that right now she pretends to sleep because she's not officially. Okay, yeah. Later she won't need. Later she literally won't sleep. But right now she has to sleep. So yeah. Okay. Well, Cecile will be on watch when Avalia is. Avalia is horrid at perception. I guess Avalia will be third watch.
It is a rough night. You guys are tired. You had a really fucking long day. Spent most of it reading. It's probably even later in the day. Like, I'm gonna assume you guys stop at some point. Uh, probably before midnight, so you can get your regular rest. It's just gonna be a longer day getting you out of there.
Yeah.
You had a really fucking long day. Lots of travel, lots of reading, lots of combat, near-death experiences for literally everyone. And now you're sleeping in a forest that's probably full of goblins and is full of giant ticks. So enjoy sleeping in that. You all sleep pretty good. Exhaustion has that effect on you when you get to a certain. It's the next morning.
All right.
Right. Did you take a full night's rest on or?
No, I didn't throw that. Sure, it says it.
There we go. Right, and change it to preparation mode to switch my spell. Okay. I think she would have switched her diplomacy spell
Yeah.
at this point.
Let's throw Zane's survival assist. Nice. Bonus. Corgan.
I'm not gonna roll that high. That's
Well,
close, I guess.
did
But-
pretty well though.
Roll high enough. Okay. Takes you guys 5 hours, but at about 11 o'clock in the afternoon, you end up finding your way to the road.
Is the horse still there?
Good question. The answer for you is fortunately yes.
Okay, good. Avalia
Don't-
paid a bunch of money for that horse. That's a combat trained heavy horse.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. She paid a lot of good money for that horse. The horse that ended up pulling the cart, so I guess we load the stuff back into the cart.
It'll take both of us to get that helmet into the cart.
Yep. We work together. Lift.
Yeah.
And Avalia is going to walk next to the cart to spare the horse of having to pull even more weight.
Yeah, I think Corgan
I think we're all walking because of how much shit is in the cart right now.
Guys.
And Avalia gives the horse like an apple. Like her rations.
Old dehydrated apple.
I think the horse will still be happy with it. Horses love that stuff, even if it's dehydrated. This is speaking from someone who has a family member who owns horses, so I know a bit about them.
Technically right is the best. Like 4 hours back to
Right.
you're walking though.
We're walking with the cart.
To the end of the
Yikes.
day when you get
Yeah, that's fine. We could just go immediately to the inn and rest.
We won't want to leave we gotta
We
take
are
our
pulling that
loot.
helmet in.
Yes, we are pulling the loot into our room in the inn.
Oh, I'm sure she would love that.
I'll pay for the cart. If it's your horse, Avalia, you should probably pay for your horse. How much is it for the cart? You mentioned it last time, but I forgot.
picks up the same amount of space.
That's what. Yeah.
Avalia is just gonna she's just gonna give him 4 days worth of silver pieces, 4 days worth for her horse.
Yeah.
Basically, just ask him to put it on like a tab for it and keep track. She expects to be here a while. That is an
Okay.
acceptable way to do it.
He says that he can guarantee a spot for you for days.
Okay, it works. Yeah, so she gave him 8 silver pieces.
Yeah, and you're gonna find trouble when you come in the Rusty Dragon with a giant helmet that you're dragged through. Like pretty much as soon as you get in the door and you you open the door and you start slowly pushing it over towards the stairwell you're gonna have to go up with it. Another stairwell you're gonna have to go up. This one not made of stone.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, she's gonna tell us no.
Well, what do we do with it then?
I'll probably pay to just stay out there with it. I don't even know if anybody can physically move it though.
Well,
Like
how much does it weigh? How much does it weigh?
Pounds.
Okay, if Avalia puts everything else down, she can actually lift it. Avalia can actually lift it, like carry it, and be able to move with it. So what Avalia is going to do is she's going to go up to her room. She's going to take off her armor and stuff there. Then she's going to come back down and she will carry it. A significant amount of effort up the stairs.
You're gonna run into a similar issue when you try coming into the building carrying a very large helmet.
Why are we going to run into an issue carrying it up the stairs?
Because just let me talk, man, and you'll find out. Bethana's gonna come up to you guys, and she's immediately gonna question what Avalia's doing.
We found a large helmet.
We found this in Thistletop, and we are carrying it up to store it. The rest of our stuff. We find someone to buy it.
She doesn't really seem surprised at your answer at this point. Maybe a few weeks ago she would have but some of the stuff you guys have set up to this point is
I mean, that doesn't seem like that weird of an answer.
She looks at things a little bit differently now that she's met you guys.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Probably both.
Well, Miss Amiko doesn't have anything that specifically says that you can't do that, but this does fall under her catch-all clause when it comes to potential hazards to her in. Because you are a friend of Dalen's, she can let you bring it in, but she's still going to have to ask for compensation in case, more likely with the 5 of you, when something goes wrong with this, she can afford to make up for it.
Corgan thinks to himself, like an image of it falling through the floor. Yeah, that's fair. How much are we talking here?
I would need to ask Lady Amiko. But please don't take it up there until I do. Wait here.
All right.
And something kind of strange is you see her head off to go talk to Amiko. She doesn't head off towards the back of the kitchen or up to the bar where you normally see Amiko. Sometimes you see her in the crowd with people, talking with some of her customers. But today, you see her actually sitting with a man that I think at least Dalen knows. This is from like a very long time ago, though, so maybe not. Do you remember Mr. Battlehorn?
Battlehorn. No, I can't say I do.
He's the local representative for the courier system in Varisia. He's the owner over at the Carpenters Guild.
He's kind of like the local postman.
Well, I mean, not really, but yeah, I guess. It's not his primary job. But you can go to him and like ask him for if you need to get a piece of mail out, then the next time a courier comes through, you have the money for it, he can hand it to one of them. It seems like Mr. Battlehorn and a bunch of a few other people, presumably apprentices of his, based on their clothing, are sitting at a table having a very like formal looking meeting with Amiko, who's in like not that she doesn't wear nice clothes, but she's wearing like fancier clothes than she normally does. She's like dressing more within line to like her class. And she doesn't look very natural in it. It's kind of obvious, unfortunately. Bethna goes over to them, interrupts, and you see her have a quick little conversation with Amiko after Amiko steps away from Mr. Battlehorn and his apprentices. And then Bethna comes back over to you guys a few moments later. And she says that, Lady Amiko fully expects to give you guys to give the heroes of Sandpoint and their associates all of their cash back. In case something dramatic does happen, she asked that there is a 75 gold.
Okay. As long as we get it guaranteed back, if nothing happens, I'm cool with that.
Just as the last time when she offered one of your other associates a place to stay, 2 gold pieces a night will be maintained, but you will get your 75 gold pieces back when you take this hazardous cargo away. And like, in case it's not obvious to anyone here, this is not normally how Bethana talks to you.
Yep.
She's freaked out by the giant helmet.
I think more about the weight of the giant helmets.
Probably.
And we're taking it upstairs. Alright, I'll hand her 75 gold.
Also, remember, it looks like a very angry man with, like, large fangs coming out of his face.
Okay, that particular detail, which I had forgotten, makes it make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And you said you brought it from Thistletop. Let's piece some things together.
Okay. Alright, and at this point, Avalia is quite thankful of the fact that she can now take it up there and put it down because because now she was carrying it.
Who's chalking up the total of a 77? Cool. You've paid to keep it up there for a night. Guys planning on doing anything later hours of the day?
They get a good meal. That's for one.
Definitely.
Avalia doesn't know. So who would we tell that the threat is over?
The mayor and the garrison.
So should we do that first thing in the morning then?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mayor or Sheriff Hemlock would both be good options.
And can also tell them that this monster that lived in Thistletop that seemed to have some influence there is gone. That hopefully, with that, Thistletop will no longer be such a wicked and evil place.
Possibly.
At least one can hope.
Then what I'm going to suggest is that we call the session for today. I didn't think the end of chapter of book 1 was going to take as long as it did, but as you guys normally do, you continue to surprise me. So I think with the amount of time we have left today, it would probably be best if we began book 2 properly at the beginning of the next session.
Sounds good.
Works for
Okay.
me.
So, is there just okay? What are we gonna do with that helmet? Because that thing is gonna be a pain in the butt. We need to sell this thing.
I think
I
what's going to end up happening is we're going to end up trading it for stuff here, unless we want to drive it all the way to Magmar, because there's not enough gold left in the town for them to outright purchase it.
You guys wait long enough, there is.
No, one thing I was actually going to see was maybe we could give it to the inn, and then like in exchange for something like that would be one heck of a display piece. Look at this thing that was brought back by
I
adventurers.
don't have anywhere to put it.
Mounted on a wall.
You know how fucking
How are
big
you going to
this
mount
thing
300
is?
pounds on a wall?
I don't know.
This is
You
a
literally-
helmet for a creature
You
that's
literally have to build
size category bigger than you guys.
I thought the helmet was for a large person.
Yeah.
She could have maybe she could have a heavy support platform built outside, mounted on there as kind of like a crown for the inn.
Okay, it's for a creature that is a size category larger. The head of a large creature is, it. So this thing is big and is heavy, but
Yeah, who wants to mount a large 300-pound metal object in a small bar?
That's
I
what I
mean,
was
people
suggesting.
mount elephant heads and stuff on walls. And there's like those taxidermy displays, and people mount stuff on wall, like their hunting trophies on walls all the time.
Yeah, those are larger areas, I think, though. This is the way Drake portrayed it. This is a pretty small.
It's not that it's a small bar, it's just a very cramped, tight place. Like,
Okay.
there isn't.
Okay.
I guess she could like move stuff for it. Maybe you could try and talk to her about that, but it doesn't really fit the vibe of the
Fair
bar.
enough. Okay. Well, it was literally just a brainstorming thought. That's all.
I still can't help but feel like putting it, maybe installing a platform to put it on top of would be a good idea.
Hold this trophy. The adventuring patrons of the inn brought back from their conflict at Thistletop. They defeated the evil Barghast and Goblin Menace that was threatening the town.
Maybe she could set up the platform in the shape of a dragon's head, make it look like a dragon holding a crown, because it is called the Rusty Dragon.
Yeah, just a cool idea. It was fun. We fought the Barghast. We defeated the Barghast. We had some close calls, but some timely luck swung in our favor with it missing Corgan twice.
I totally thought I was dead.
I think if the bite had hit, you probably would have been. But we made it. A lot of fun.
Pretty good session.
I hope that our surprising by taking longer wasn't a problem or bad.
No, I don't think it was. I mean, like, we were a little bit slower today, as to be expected with it. The fight went in a way that you guys are happy with, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Did glorious battle. It's funny though. We did so well at the start. And then it was just the comedy of errors with unable to hit the blinking thing. Blink, blink.
Well,
All right.
I'm gonna head off, but